Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from our vacation, a little bit more tan. It was a great time with the family. We could have asked for more, but we are back. I just made it back today. Today is Friday, and thankfully I got it back to the house, and the fuel pumps were waiting for me. So we got the fuel pumps all set up already. Essentially, well, not all set up. I mean, we got them all mounted up, ready to go. The brackets are done, everything is ready for it. So right now what I'm going to go ahead and do is remove the old fuel pumps, wire the new ones in, mount the new ones in, hopefully get that first start up. It is Friday. I haven't been able to touch the truck in a whole week, but today's the day that hopefully we get our start up. See you in a second. Alrighty, so fuel pumps are in already. I had to do quite a bit of work in there because I had to take all the gas out of the gas tank. So right now what I'm doing is I am prepping to see if I hear them. Oh, we got fuel pressure. All right, it primed. Seems to be like it's primed. So let me check for leaks, and I'll be right back. Let me see that we have fuel pressure. Fuel pressure, something's reading. All right, I'll be right back. So let's see if we press the start button, see what it does. Oh, we got a lot of fuel leak. All right, be right back. So our fuel leak is actually coming from the bottom of the car, one of the connections from the filters. So that's an easy fix. Unfortunately, it's already about to be 9 o'clock. I can only work in this storage till 9 o'clock. So I gotta actually start heading out. But tomorrow, let me actually turn everything off here. Tomorrow we will, cross fingers, we will have our first startup, because our fuel pumps are working. We have fuel pressure, so much so that we got a leak. So that is always good news, you know, in a bad sense, but it's always good news. So we have fuel pressure now. We should be able to do a startup. I wish I could do it today. I mean, technically I can, because I got about 20 minutes to go ahead and actually fix it and all that, but I don't want to do that because I actually want to set it up so I can give you guys a good startup on this car. Tomorrow morning I will be, well, tomorrow's Saturday, I'll figure it out, but we will have this first startup very soon, guys, very soon. I'm back, we're working on this thing, and we got till July 10th to get it dialed in. So we're almost there to get it started and tested. All right, guys, so today's Saturday, so I came back this morning. It's 7 in the morning again, and I just fixed what I think was the fuel leak. We're gonna go ahead and find out if we can actually get it started right now. Already powered up the battery, so now I just gotta turn my switch back here. We have power. Now, we got up. Let's check for leaks. Seem to be good. Let's see. and give it another shot. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first startup already. I cannot be any more happier than what I am right now. There's a little bit of a tuning situation that we gotta, attend to as normal with a brand new standalone system. It does have the base map, so you can actually start it. There's some tweaks and all that you gotta make in order for it to idle right and for it to actually run smooth. But it does start, so that means that we got fuel pressure, we got oil pressure. It's beautiful, it's high. We got it at 60s at just about 2,000 RPM, so that is healthy. We got compression. I mean, this thing sounds like, whew. Obviously right now we don't have the back pipe running to this, so the sensor is actually reading free airflow, just for the simple fact that we're not getting enough exhaust gases going through the turbo to read our air to fuel mixture. But I mean, I call this a success right now because it turns on. There's no fuel leaks. There's this smoke that you can tell right now. It's actually from when I had the I remembered it's from when I had the oil spill on the little drain plug back there. It got all over the header wrap, so that's what's burning off right now. It's perfectly fine, smells like crap, but we got our first startup. So now all we gotta do is just tweak, get it to idle, and wait for the converter. The converter should get done sometime next week. Remember, today's Saturday. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been working on this truck for the last hour or so because I wanted to make sure that this week I brought you guys the first startup, which thank goodness we got it done. Now it's just tweaking, man. All we got to do is just tweak little things here and there, get it to idle, get it to actually just idle correctly, get all the sensors calibrated and working right, and we're done. We're done with the big part of it, which was assembling the engine. First of all, we had to find the engine, then get all the parts, get it assembled, get it dropped in, get all the turbo parts on it, bolt it on, get it turned on. I mean, we've managed to do this. I believe this is week 5 still, so I think we're doing a heck of a lot of progress, and it's been a hell of a journey. Now I just gotta get my radiator to work so we can let it idle once it's ready to idle. It's the details. It's all in the details, but we are getting there. We're almost there. I'm gonna go ahead and finish buttoning some stuff up. It is Saturday, like I said before. I don't work on the truck on the weekends, but I made a special, special agreement here because I didn't work on it the whole week. I was out on vacation, and I needed to make sure that this thing turned on this week, which it does. Full throttle, right? Alrighty, so we are done for the week. It is about to be 12 o'clock on a Saturday. Like I said before, I don't work on the truck on the weekends, but I made an exception today because obviously I wasn't here the whole week. So what do we do this week? Absolutely nothing other than starting it. I went on vacation, like I said before, and we ended up just essentially button everything down and get our first startup. We put in our new fuel pumps, so we got the Holley Sniper dual fuel pumps on it, and they work perfectly, flawlessly, and we have fuel pressure, and we were able to turn it on. I had my friend from Slippery Welding, Phil. He came through to help me out with the idle and you know, the turning on. There's a little tweaks that you got to do to the tune. So he came through and helped me out with that. So with that, we're actually able to just to turn it on and get it to idle. There's still some tweaks left. I went ahead and put coolant on it. Well, not coolant, water on the cooling system. So we are all essentially ready when it comes to the engine. I do have to finish up some little details like the bottom pipe that connects both headers. Haven't done that yet because I want to do it after I put the transmission on, but I'm thinking I'm going to do it because we need the wideband to work, and the wideband is reading free airflow because obviously there's way too many exhaust leaks. We got both headers just coming out, so wideband is not reading anything, so we got to fix that. I'm probably going to end up doing that on Monday to, you know, getting the cross pipe over to both headers and having the wideband reading. Aside from that, I believe we're just waiting on our converter. I do have to redo the wiring for the fuel pump because I ended up using thin wire. I don't like it. I want to get a bigger gauge wire on it. That's all I had here in the storage. I just wanted to make sure that they worked, that I rewired them. I didn't use any wires from before, so now I gotta, you know, get new wiring, thicker gauge wire, redo the wiring on it, clean it up, and we should be ready for that. I also want to go ahead and depin my dash because it seems to be that I might have mixed them up. I'm not getting any readings on the dash, so that tells me only one thing. There's only two wires that go into the cam connector, so I must have them flipped. So I gotta flip them up and see if we get some readings, but the dash does turn on, and you know, it looks beautiful. Aside from that, it's just details. It's just little details that we gotta, you know, button down and fix and rerun the wires a little bit better because, you know, I wired everything up to make sure that we get our first startup, but I want to clean everything up. So that's probably going to be the goal for next week until we get our converter. As soon as the converter comes in, the tough task of dropping the transmission in and underfloor, that's gonna, you know, come into play next week hopefully, and we should get our first drive sooner rather than later. Like I said earlier, we have made a lot of advancements on this in just a short period of time. I am proud of where the truck is sitting today. I'm proud that it's turning on and that we are actually you know, on the road to getting it on the road. So for that would wrap up this week's short version of the updates, and I will see you next one. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to keep up with the build, the road to the list. Remember, this is a $10,000 9-second project to compete at the Cleet Outlaws top 10 list. We are well on our way for that, and you know, every subscriber helps in our YouTube channel. And also make sure to follow the Instagram and the Facebook pages at Shop Talk and Street Fame to just get more updates as I do them. I usually just post like random things here and there while I'm working on the truck, and then the full videos go on my YouTube. Till then, I'll talk to you later.